Good morning, everybody out there. I hope you have a very beautiful Sunday in this 2026, which is a very beautiful and a brilliant year. When the year started, um, so many things, so many declarations have been made. Um, for those who go to different churches, particularly on Pentecostals, I think Pentecostals are the ones that are more prone or strong to have different type of declarations. Some I have seen titles the year of divine abundances, the year of unwavering gifts. So many themes have been declared. But I think this goes to every religion that is out there in the world. And one thing that I personally have understood is we don't have to look down on each other's religion, but rather to learn something and to understand that the goal at the end of the day is to be in one destination. I, for one, believe that irregardless of different churches that we go and different religions that are there, mm, there's one thing that we share in common, that is, we desire to have life after death. But anyway, I'm not here for a Sunday session. Um, whoever thought that in 2026 we will be talking about global war, or should I say, we have become international legal experts. I think that is the term that I can use. And this is all thanks to Mr. Donald Trump. I think he has created an academic footprint for us to debate. Was it legal? Was it illegal for the move that was done? Let me declare first, I am not a law student. My law expertise is a little bit limited. The only thing that I studied was paralegal at some point. But in any case, I think we owe it ourselves also to understand uh, the legal education that we have, because anything that we do, it needs one to have legal content in our minds. We need to understand how it works, irregardless of who we are, background. That is why everyone has the right to defend themselves. You can be your own lawyer in any court of law. So it means at some point, all of us are lawyers. The only thing we cannot do is to go and defend someone else. So many things have happened with the issue of USA and Venezuela. Now, as an individual, there's so many things starting to pop out. I will start to wonder, okay, we had an issue of Ukraine and Russia, it happened. So when other countries, or does not trigger other countries to also start invading other nations, like if you find the issue of Taiwan, the issue of Korea, China, or those type of incidents, will it ever be possible for them to heed the call to say nations should respect their independence, their sovereignty? Now we have the mate of Greenland as well. I saw different countries, prime ministers from different nations coming together, writing, was it a message or an article indicating how Greenland is protected by NATO, all those kind of things. Will Mr. Donald Trump listen to that? Will he take his action? Because I believe that the reason why Russia, it is alleged to say the other reason for the Ukraine-Russia war was also to avoid um, NATO nations to be closer to the Russian territory, which is what Mr. Trump is saying now. He does not want China and Russia to come closer to its neighboring countries now. So, will it be justified for him to come and prevent that from happening? Because I believe that President Trump also is a man of actions. He does not say things that do not happen. If he says we are going to block a certain activity, he intends to see it through. That's why when he says in his policies we are going to curb issues of illegal immigrations, now you see a lot of things of ICE, they are curbing that. I think according to the statistics that are out there, a lot of people have been denied entry, those who want to go illegally. Then the issue of drugs being trafficked in his country, I think we have seen that in action, speedboats being shot, whether they were carrying or not. That's something that has been put for debate. I don't know how true is it or not. The only information that for some of us we have is the images or the videos that are coming out from what do we call accredited sources that will show the images of that, or sometimes if it's coming straight from White House indicating that they have taken a specific poll, they have taken a specific point to make sure that such is okayed. So I would like now to have a key interesting conversation of certain things that might go on. I believe that President Putin and President Trump, they do not want to go to a global war. Both of these two nations and these two leaders are prepared to go to war. That one is proven, it's known. But because they understand what war does, they would try by any means necessary to limit. That's my belief, not everybody's belief. So I think they will try peace first as the two nations. I've seen on the news about the issue of the oil, the Russian ship and stuff, which was changed and stuff. I have no idea whether it's true or not. So those are some of the global news that keeps on going and make us keep debating about it. Now, how does it affect us from a global point of view in Africa in general? And the biggest challenge we have in Africa is we are not united, so it is easier for us to be infiltrated. Like, for instance, if there is a war in Mozambique, and maybe, let's say, for example, United States of America wants to attack Mozambique, because remember, there's a base in Botswana, so it means it's easier for them to deploy their troops. They would want to attack South Africa and stuff. Will Botswana stood by South Africa, or Namibia stood by South Africa, or Zimbabwe stood by South Africa, or Zambia stood by South Africa? Or will SADC as an entity, will they come and say, we are going to support South Africa, for instance? I think it's something that we as Africans need to start to come together. I think you've seen how the Ukraine-Russia war occurred and how NATO countries came and put their support. Might be weird and stuff, but it's a solidarity which indicates that they will be willing to protect each other. So we have what we call SADC, but do we really protect each other? Because I think if we did, by now we could have sat down and say, okay, why would we have an army base, for instance, in Botswana? what is the interest for SADC? Does it protect SADC or not? Then there would be a position as SADC as a whole to indicate that this is needed or not. But that did not go because this subject of being independent, to have a sovereignty on our own, it makes it difficult for a dialogue to be indicated and to have a professionalism among us, our countries. And because we do not integrate our region to be uniformed, that's why you see we have a problem. We do not have subjects of free movement. I think for those that had an opportunity to go to Europe, you would understand the free movement between countries. European people, they just move. To be honest, they just move. And it's something difficult that we cannot do in Africa. We don't have free movement. We keep on identifying ourselves on the basis of country, nationality. But I think it's something we always go back and draw back to the issue of what do we call it, colonization. And it's true, those scars of colonization have not yet ended. Maybe one day they will. So it's something that I think we really need to come and deal with it. But in any case, guys, I just wanted to wish you a beautiful Sunday. Enjoy your day and always put God first in everything that we do. Bye bye.